Hey, this is Murder Inc. You're watching Wild Man Outdoors. Now let's get wild.
Alright, Murder Inc., thanks for that awesome intro, and it's time to get wild for sure. So yesterday was December 1st. That is the first day of doe 2018. First day of doe season rifle hunting for Pennsylvania. And the Tacticam failed me again. That makes a few different times in archery where I've had shots that it's failed me. And that's 2 kills I've had that it's failed me. And I don't know what's going on. And I can't seem to hear back from any of the other team members of what is happening with the Tacticam. I'm trying to prop you guys up somewhere. You'll just have to hang tight there for a second. I put an SD card in and try to turn it on and see if it actually works this time. Alright, so I got an SD card in, and it's locked into place, and let's see if it does it this time. Power on like it's on. Of course it's going to work this time. Let me see if it'll do it this time. That's upsetting. You just notice how it stayed green for a while? Well, it does, like, around the power button. It'll stay green. It'll be just like that. That's how it looks. Just like that. Except for it doesn't blink. The blinking means it's recording. But it hasn't been recording lately. For some reason, I don't know why. It's been fully charged. SD card is acclimated. It's the same SD card I use in the woods that I just put in here. Actually, I didn't even charge it all last night, so I don't know what's going on with that thing. But sometimes it doesn't record. It seems like it always records when I don't need it to. I don't know if it's because I have it in the mount usually when I turn it on, and something about the mount shakes the battery. I don't know. It just hasn't been working lately. Like I said, it might jiggle around, loosen the battery or something, but usually if I pull the battery out and put it back in, because I can't power it off. Once that happens, I can't power it off. So I have to pull the battery out and put it back in, and once I put it back in, then it starts recording, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, SD card's configured, battery's charged. I mean, I let it charge all night long before the first day. But, who knows. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. I've taken Tacticam University, all the ones that they have. Since I'm a team member, I have to take those courses on it. So I know about them. But nowhere does it say about troubleshooting issues like that. So, I don't know. But, anyways. Back to the deer story. I was just sitting there on public game lands. Same spot I killed my buck, actually. Not the same tree, but within 50, 60 yards. Actually, I was probably 30 or 40 yards from where I shot my deer in archery. But sitting there, and actually as soon as I get up in the stand, as soon as I put my climber up, it was about first light, and I actually had to relocate because there's a guy where I wanted to sit. So I was give or take 100 yards from him, and there was another guy over to my right, and I didn't know he was there. And just as I was about to rack a shell in my gun and sit down, I hear a loud shot, like close, because like I said, the guy was like 200 yards away. So I hurry up, grab my gun, look up, pull up on it, and I see the deer stumbling. So I was like, all right, he hit it, I'm not shooting at it. For a couple reasons, having some courtesy towards him, and because I don't want to claim a deer that has a couple bullet holes in it already. So I let that one go. He gets it taken care of, taken out of the woods. He's being real loud and everything. I think he was actually on his own property. I'm not sure exactly where the borderline is there, but he ended up being real loud and noisy and just yelling and carrying on because he had someone with him. So I was not happy about that. And it's probably not even an hour after he gets out of the woods. By this time it's 8:50. So yeah, roughly an hour after he got out of the woods, I hear a guy up over the hill out there a ways shoot 3 times, and I'm like, man, did you hit the thing or what? And probably about 15 minutes later, the doe come bouncing down over the hill. She was kind of zigzagging back and forth, and she was doing it between me and the guy that was like 100 yards to my left. She was just zigzagging back and forth, and I was like, I know I can see her because I'm in a tree stand, so I can see a little bit further up over the hill. And I didn't know if he could see her or not. So I'm hoping she stays towards my side. Really, really hoping. I'm like, come on, stay over here. And she makes a hard cut over to my right, away from that guy. And so I pull my gun up and I look. Nothing. I'm like, where did she go? So I take my head away from the scope, and there's a pine tree about 40 yards out from me. And she was coming straight at me behind the pine tree, so I couldn't really see her. And I didn't have a clear shot. And I was like, okay. So I just pulled my gun up, pointed it right at the pine tree. And I was like, as soon as she comes out from either side, she's done. Because she's well within range at this point. And I know if I can see her, the guy that's 100 yards can see her. And that would make the deer about 100 yards from him. Ooh, excuse me. So eventually she just hops out to the one side of the pine tree, and as soon as she's in the air, I just yell, Matt. And she just stops and plants all 4 legs and looks up at me. I was actually going for a neck shot, and I didn't have a good rest, and like I said, it was right in front of me. And my elbow started to drop down right before I pulled the trigger, but I still hit lungs in the shot. The shot you're going to see in the recovery video is actually the exit hole. I didn't get the entry hole on film, but I have a picture of it that I'll try to put in if I can. But this video is long enough, especially since there's not even any hunting. It's just the recovery, but the blood trail is amazing. And this was the first deer I got with my Savage Axis 30-06. Not the first deer I've hit, not the first deer I've shot at, but the first deer I've recovered with it. And thing does some damage. I was only shooting 150 grains, which I know they make like 225 grains or 220 grains, something like that. And that would just be devastating. This just goes to show you don't need 220 grains to take down a deer. But 150 grains Savage Axis 30-06. I like it. It's a good gun. But until it's December, got Christmas lights up. But the deer's at the processor getting taken care of. So pretty soon I'll have some bologna and jerky. And more meat in the freezer there. I still got 1 doe tag left. I'm going to go back out tomorrow, since you can't hunt on Sundays in Pennsylvania. Nice little recovery day today. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. And hope you guys enjoy the blood trail. And like I said, if you know anything about what's going on with the Tactacam, if you have similar issues or what, tell me what you did to solve them. Like I said, it might just be because it's in the mount, it might shake it loose, I don't know. But no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, Live life full chop. Alright guys, it's December 1st. First day of doe in Pennsylvania. And we got some good news. We have a deer down, I think. Let's see, I was sitting, I don't even remember where I was. I was somewhere right over in there, not far. But, actually, where was I sitting on? Right there, you can see my climber. But, come right up here to where I hit her. And, pretty good blood right off the bat. Again, I don't think the Tacticam was recording again. But look at this blood trail. It's a red carpet. She's just spraying, spraying, spraying. And here she lays. Not a big one by any means, but I'll take it. I'm gonna hurry up and get out of here though, because there's a guy hunting probably about 40 yards from where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna hurry up and get out of here. I'll catch back up with you later.